Hi guys, and welcome to the C# tutorial. We're going to be going over message boxes today. So it's going to be a quick one, and I'm going to do it on two projects. One's going to be a console project, so how to get them in console projects. Not that you really need them in there, but just so you know. And then the other one will be in a Windows form. Okay, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new solution, right? So you guys are gonna see. So a new file, actually. Right, you know what? I'm just gonna close that one, and then okay, there we go. I'm gonna select a console application, and I'm gonna call it console message box. I'm gonna hit enter. Okay. So now there's one thing to know. Actually, before we carry on with the console one, we're also gonna create a new project for a Windows form application. I call that one just message box. How about that? Message box Windows application. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the Windows form application first. So just right click on the project and select set as startup project. Once that's done, you want to select the program.cs, so double click on that. Actually, do we? No, what we're going to do is we're going to go on the form design here. You need to locate the toolbox, yeah. If you don't have it, I think you can find it, where is it? I should know this. It's view toolbars, and then I don't know. It's somewhere here. Toolbox. There we go. Control W and X, or W. Yeah. Okay. So what you want to drag is a button. Just drag it on. Okay. Once it's on, I'm just gonna make it big for no apparent reason. Double click it, and it's gonna generate this code block right here. Okay, that's an event handler. So whenever you click on the button, it's going to run whatever code is in here. Right. So now, what is a message box? It's pretty much just a box that will pop up and display text. Okay. So to access it, you want to just type in message, and see message box right here. Just type in message box dot show. Okay. Now if you there's one with it requires a string in the middle, okay? But if you don't put any data within the string, all that's gonna happen is when I click the button, the message box will come up. Now it's good to note that Windows will resize it depending on what data is inside. So if you've got a lot of text inside, it's gonna make the message box bigger. Okay? So I'm gonna close that, and now I'm gonna write something inside, like you pressed the button. Okay? There we go. So you see it made it bigger, and also the text is written now. I mean, this is all pretty simple, right? But they do come in useful for a lot of things. So, I mean, one would be like if something in the background's not working right. So let's say I'm gonna go to the events here, okay? And I'm gonna go to the one on hover, or mouse hover. There we go. I'm going to double click on the text here, and that's also going to generate a new event handler in here. And now I'm going to type in messagebox.show, open it up. You are hovering the button. Voila. Okay. Now when I run it and I move the mouse over the button, boom, it registers the event and it executes the code within the event handler. And also, to add to it, okay, you can have I don't know, date time. I'm gonna register the time at which we run the application, and then display that every time I press the button. So date time, startup time. I'm going to initialize it within the constructor. So start time equals datetime dot now. Okay. And then within the message box here, when we press the button, okay, you see I deleted the code from the mouse hover because I don't want that anymore. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to display the time, right? I'm going to go, this program started up at, right, I'm going to do a space here, plus start time dot to string. Okay, and now I'm going to run it, hit the button. This program started up at that time at 11:33 and 30 seconds. I mean, that's pretty much all it is, right? So I mean, they are very useful, okay? And but one thing to note is that they're blocking, meaning that let's say you're in a for loop, okay? Int I equals 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, okay? If I equals, I don't know, third, display that, okay? Actually no, if I is equals 3, okay? What's gonna happen here is that it's gonna run the for loop, okay? It's gonna go through I equals 1, I equals 2, I equals 3, well, I equals 0, 1, 2, 3. But then at 3, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna execute the message box, right? It's gonna display it, but it's also gonna pause the loop. It's gonna block. It's gonna wait there until the user presses OK and closes it. Then it's gonna finish off the for loop, okay? So here we go. It displays that, but it's not done yet. Right. Actually, a better way of doing this would be just displaying I.toString. So now it's just going to show the number 0, 1. See how it's waiting? There's only 1 here. 3, 4, 5. See, that's, and then I could close it as well. It's just going to carry on until it reaches. So that's one of the drawbacks, but you're gonna have to, when you program it, you're gonna have to, you know, work around it. Okay. All right. So now we're done with the Windows form. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our console message box. I'm gonna make that the startup project, and now in the main, you know, entry point for the program, I'm gonna type in message box. But you're gonna see it doesn't come up. Okay. And you know, I can't even, okay, right, how do I explain this? Right, so the library for it is using system.windows.form, but it's not there. Right, that's because when you create a console application, they don't add it within the references. So if you desperately need to use it in a console, you just right click on the references, add a reference, go to assemblies, framework, scroll all the way down to the bottom where the system.windows.form is, select it, press OK, and now you can type in using.system.windows.forms. There we go. And we're going to do the for loop again. I less than 10. Okay. Message box, there it is. Show I.toString. And now when I hit OK, so what's gonna happen now is gonna enter the program. It's gonna run it. It's gonna run the for loop. At the end of the for loop, when this is done, it's gonna close the application. Right. 0. There we go. Let me move this in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. Okay. So that's it for the tutorial. Hope it was useful. It was, you know, not a big one, but I'm just hoping you guys enjoyed it. Okay, thank you. Bye.